Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do like a more laid back kind of video. So I'm going to do that now. Let me get comfortable. So far on my channel, I haven't done a like get to know me type of video. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with this video. I kind of wish I had like a cup of coffee or something. Number one, what is your middle name? Any guesses? Y'all know my first name's Erin. Anybody? My middle name is Brittany. What is your favorite color? Light pink, specifically light pale pink. I don't like hot pinks. Well, some hot pinks, but mainly like pastel or light pink. A lot of times people are like, but you have like a lot of purple stuff, Erin. Isn't your favorite color purple? And to that I say, purple's nice. A lot of times I can't find that right shade of pink that I want. Who was your first best friend? Her name is Amy. How tall are you? I am 5'10". Cats or dogs? Both. I have one of each. I have always had like one each. Funniest moment throughout school? Maybe the time I shaved my eyebrows completely. How many countries have you visited? One. I went to South America last March to Panama City. Are you gone to college? All right, I did go to school, and I know that that's bad grammar. I am not in school now. I did go to college. I was in college 2010 to 2012, and then 2013 to 14, something like that. What was your favorite worst subject in high school? My favorite was art and English and biology. Science was another one I liked. Art is like right above it, but I liked a lot of subjects in school. Worst one, that would have to be math. What is your favorite drink? Non-alcoholic is water. I drink water like a fish. My favorite non-water drink is Diet Orange Soda. I love orange. If you guys have seen any of my last videos, I talked about how much I like orange flavored stuff. So yeah, Diet Orange Soda, just have to drink them sparingly. What is your favorite animal? I would have to say like a leopard, like a jaguar. I think they're just beautiful. Fun fact, when I was younger, there was a guy that had like a ranch that he owned like a lot of big cats, and he raised them. He treated them well. I went out there and it was very nice and clean. He had mountain lions, he had panthers or black leopards, regular leopards, he had a Bengal tiger. He liked all the cats. I went out there several times. His cats were like in commercials and stuff, so I thought it was really cool, but I got to play with baby tigers and a baby leopard, it was a panther. But incredible how strong they are just at a couple months old. It's just amazing. I will never forget being around those animals. It's not the same experience being so close to them. Like, I was right at the cage, you know what I mean? Like, they couldn't like come out and swat me with their hand or anything. So close to them that you could hear that growling, that thunderous like growling. It almost reverberates through your body. It's such a low pitch. It's crazy. It's different. It's a different experience than like when you go to the zoo, because you are further away from them. But I just will never forget that experience. Let's see, what is your favorite perfume? I feel like I'm sinking in this chair. I would have to say the one that is my favorite was like a body spray, which sounds weird. That's not like a perfume, but the Gap had a perfume that I really like called Rain Check, and It was by their Gap Body brand. And I got sad because they stopped making it. Now I have to get it on eBay. Despite all of my however many perfume I have, that one is still my favorite. Next to that would have to be Turquoise. Tea or coffee? Ooh, I like both. Coffee. What would you or have you name your children? I do not have any children, and I do not know what their names would be. What sports do you play or have you played? There's actually a lot. I've played track. I did the 1600 meter relay in school, discus and shot put, volleyball for a long time, basketball, baseball or softball. My family was really into baseball, and I have an older sister and brother. They were always in baseball. Yeah, we were always in sports growing up. What is your favorite book? Favorite book was a book before it became a movie. That's how it happens, right? It's a book, then a movie. My favorite book is a book called I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. They did make a movie out of it with Will Smith. But anyway, the book I read years ago. This book, I think, was written in the 50s or 60s or something like that. And the author has a lot of really other good books. He wrote Hell House, The Incredible Shrinking Man. There were some others in there. I Am Legend. I kind of touched on this in my last video. I like stories that have a fictional story that have end of the world scenarios, because I like to see people persevere and how they cope and survive. The enduring nature of people. It's very inspirational to see somebody go through great odds and how they force themselves to persevere. This one is about vampires. If you guys haven't seen the movie, the world turns to vampires because of a disease. The story is so well written. It's the perspective of the main character living his life alone in the world without, everybody's a vampire. And I mentioned in my last video, if you guys saw any of the title cards that came up, there was a movie that came out in 2009 called The Road. And I did not read the book. They did do a movie based off the book. The book was a Pulitzer Prize winner. There's also another one of those stories where there has been an end of some kind to most of civilization. There are people that have survived. It's all of the crazy stuff that happens when you're back to being in survivalist mode and trying to protect what others want from you. Other people want to take stuff from you. So I like that kind of stuff. I like to see people go through such hard things but persevere, because it's very inspirational. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? I feel like this is probably a top one for a lot of people, but Casey Neistat. When I'm looking to consume a great story, that's where I go. I'm sad he doesn't daily vlog, but that's given him time to put back into creating the stories that he didn't have time for before. Beauty YouTubers, I love Casey Holmes. There's a lot of them. There's really a lot of them. I like Jackie Aina. What is your favorite movie? I've got two, and it's True Romance and Reservoir Dogs. Are you single or taken? Taken. I'm taken. I'm married. What is your idea of an ideal first date? Probably going to a concert. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? Oh, isn't that a sweet question? I did not have a lot of boyfriends. I was very much a nerdy, sporty girl in school. Does that make sense? I was either always in sports or with my nose in a book and doing my homework. I don't know what that's called. I didn't have a lot of boyfriends now. Favorite memory from childhood? My family used to go camping a lot, and I'm talking about pitch the tents, kind of situation, and have a campfire and cook all your stuff over a campfire. My memory was painful at the time, but everybody in my family always talks about it and we all laugh about it. But this was right when I was getting into makeup, and yes, we would go camping, and I would take I don't know why I do this a lot. It was just when I had gotten into makeup, and yes, we were going camping, but I still wanted to take what were they called, caboodles or whatever, the makeup training case, and put some stuff in it so I could play around with makeup in the morning. and I, had put on my everybody was up. My mom was like cooking breakfast over the campfire. I went, good morning, to my family, and my dad and my brother, I think, were throwing a frisbee. I think it was a frisbee. My dad threw it at me for me to catch it. Like, I hadn't even come out of the tent yet. I was just like, zip, good morning, and it hit me. I didn't know it was coming, so it like flew and hit me in my lip, busted my lip, and got like really big, like fat lip. And then I started crying, and I was like, wait! I slammed the tent. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so I laugh about it every time now. And that was a story that my dad used to say a lot. Do you speak any different languages, and how well? Not really. Do you have any siblings? Yeah, like I mentioned, I have an older sister and an older brother, so I'm the youngest. How do you describe your fashion sense? Casual and very classic. Like, I'm very drawn to, although these colors don't say much about it, but I'm very drawn to like classic style. I really like simple fashion, like real clean lines and stuff like that. What is your favorite restaurant? Ooh, it would be something with sushi. Or wait, like crab legs. I love crab legs a lot. So sushi or crab legs. It's all seafood. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Walking Dead. There's other ones I watch, but Walking Dead. TV shows, Walking Dead. PC or Mac? Both. I've used both for a long time. Now I'm on a Mac. The PC died finally, and I was on a Mac in school. We have a Mac now. What phone do you have? iOS or Android? I have a iOS. I have an iPhone 7 Plus. And tell us one of your bad habits. If I get super stressed out, I used to do it a lot when I was little, like younger, but I will bite my nails. It's very rare now, but I can tell like how stressed I am if I go back into that mode. I stopped biting my nails a long time ago. In my adult life, there have been some times where, like when my dad passed away and he was in the hospital in a coma for a while, I would bite my nails. It's weird how you revert to old habits like that. My nails actually grow pretty fast, and I like to paint them a lot now, so it's not a habit that I have a lot. And then I think the other thing that I do, I say way too much. I had a communication class and had to do public speaking in college. They would sit there and rattle and make noise every time somebody during their speech would say or even and sometimes. Now I can try to edit out a lot of that, but in post-production, that's a bitch to try to edit out all those words. It's a pain in the butt to edit all those things out. So, where are you from? Texas. Is this your first channel? No, it is not. What is your channel about? Makeup, so like beauty, art, food, travel, lifestyle. Why should anyone subscribe to your channel? Because I'm working up my way to have some deep videos. I want to get into some more artistic videos, not just like drawing stuff or painting stuff. I feel like I'm a very like deep individual. For the longest time, I did like a lot of writing. I did a lot of poetry. So I want to start sharing more of that side of my personality. Once I can get past this being shy in front of the camera or being awkward in front of the camera, I hope I can open up more and connect with other people in another way. I wanted to try to connect with people. Over the years, I kind of pushed away a lot of people that were close to me, and as a result of me being hurt. So it really was me being lonely, pretty much. I wanted to connect with people again. It's just a very weird situation. I just feel like over the years, people that hurt me in real life, in big ways, I started to distance myself from a lot of people. I feel like this was my way of wanting to reach out and connect with people again. The only way that I felt like I could start doing it is to start posting videos about stuff that I cared about. I want to do like more creative stuff on my channel and start to show the artistic side that I have. I feel like the beginning stages were me trying to figure out a lot of stuff, me trying to figure out how to film, you know, what lighting is, you know, it was just a lot of discovery to try to figure out what all went into this channel. And I don't want it to eclipse the creative content that I want to start pushing forward. So you guys can still expect a lot more from me. Yeah, so coming up. So what does your username mean? My username is Nowlific. Now is the most prolific thing that there is right now. Like, what's to be made of right now? Like, what am I doing with my time right now? Obviously, the trolls, the people that are out to like hurt people verbally, you know, and threat, like that's like completely juvenile. So it's kind of sad to see so many people that's their mode of operation. But yeah, that, and the other thing that I don't like is if you find somebody that you really like have a good like relationship with, they're so far away. It connects people, but yet sometimes you're so far away. Sometimes you just want to hug somebody. What are your goals when it comes to YouTube? I don't know like how people interpret the goal thing. For me, my goal is to create some really meaningful content that's important to me and to share it with people. Just to be authentic, to not be as intimidated in front of the camera, like to be more natural. The biggest thing, if I ever come across like as inauthentic, is because I am awkward. I'm an awkward individual. It would be to not troll people for sub. I think that advice would be to make something that means something to you. If you are only in it to get followers, you're in the wrong place. You need to not troll people and spam them, putting a contingency on somebody's channel saying, I subbed you, I'm waiting for you to sub me back. That kind of thing. That's, I don't know, it's selfish, and I don't think it's very mature. Like, I get it, you want to grow your channel, great, you know, I'm glad you want to grow it, but there's more respectable ways to go about it. It's kind of like that saying where you don't have to tell somebody how great you are. They will know it without you telling them it. So if you have a good channel or meaningful content, you know, just leave you yourself, leave a meaningful comment on somebody's video, having actually watched it, and put something relative, you know, or relatable about that video in your comment, because it lets that creator know that, hey, you did watch it. It sparked a conversation, you know, and people will then know, hey, they took the time to watch my video. Let me see what they're about. That's what I do. People leave a meaningful content on my page. I actually go and watch videos. There's a lot of that, and it's also very shallow. It is. It's very shallow. So don't troll people sub for sub. If you create good stuff, people will come. People will come and find you.